I think I'm live. I hope all is working. The mic is working. I'm just gonna wait for the notifications to go out. As always, let's hope YouTube does its part of it. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time. Let me see. Maria already left a message. Hi, Maria. Yes, definitely. Long time. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well as well. Cancer fam. Hope all is working. I do have to like double check a couple of things. Right. I hope that that didn't give too much. I just had to change up a setting, but hope I'm live. All right. Guess the chat is working as well. I'm just gonna prepare a collective reading for us. I'm gonna do it in a form as we always do. Pick a card reading. You know, and at this moment in time, it's just a very trying time. And whether that is on like a micro level and everything when it comes to the world and what's happening and the things that we have hardly any control over, or something that we could like change about, we still at a micro level, so within ourselves and within our community and the people who are close to us, are still capable of creating change. And that by itself can on a micro level bring about change. And so I felt like I wanted to do a live stream tonight. I just wanted to create, even if it's on a sort of a micro scale, I wanted to create some form of positive energy, and where we can sort of come together and we can just try to tune in into our own energy for a little bit and each other's. And even if you're not here right now, you can rewatch it afterwards. I'll try and make sure that it's uploaded after this live stream ends. And even if it's just a little bit of peace, or a little bit of confirmation, or just a good frequency and a good energy, like the world needs that as well. I think that by itself is just really important. So I've been meditating and praying a lot, and I also just wanted to show up just doing this work. But definitely it is a trying time. So it is important that, aside from wanting to stay up to date and wanting to do something for the world at a grander scale, it's also important that that work starts within ourselves, and understanding our own boundaries and understanding our own limitations. And especially if you have a sensitive soul, so are empathic, like you can feel and sense frequencies and energies, even if you don't necessarily see it or hear about it, you can sense it. So for the empaths, especially for the empaths at this time, it is very hard to find that balance and that that balanced space. It's almost like it's either all the way on this side or all the way on that side. But let's not focus on that too much. Let's just try and do a collective card reading and just show up. Right. That's it. Okay. All right, let me put this on a little bit better. All right. Thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate it. And make sure that, more people get to see this message. So I appreciate any like. All right. Oh, hi, Natasha. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much. I'm glad you made it to the live stream. And I did just received your second email, so I'm definitely gonna make that work for you. All right. So thank you so much for showing up anyway. I appreciate that. I'll just get back to you via email about the other details. We'll make it work. All right, let's call up on the angels. I know they're very busy at this time, but I'll just call up on our spirit guides and our angels for anybody who is going to watch this right now while we're doing this live, and also for the people who watch this afterwards. I am also available for personal readings. I have Kayla on my list. I don't know if she's here just yet, but that was from the last reading. So I hope she will be able to like show up during this live stream. Jasmine, hi. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Let's call up on the angel spirits as well. The animal spirits. I don't know, I wanted to say animal and I said angel. Aren't they little angels? No, it's this one. All right. Yes, you caught me live. I always have to adjust because when I double check the camera offline when we're not on the live stream, it's so different. Actually, the angle is so different than when I actually tune in live. So I always have to like balance it out with the card. So I'm gonna put it down a little bit. All right. Now, when it gets colder, the weather gets colder, it's important to stay, alert on how much water you take in. It's something that you kind of have to be more conscious about than if it's really hot weather. Of course, we can drink tea, but just overall water by itself it's very purifying at this time. All right, I'm gonna just tune in for a moment, and for you guys as well, just take a couple deep breaths. This is the first group, the second and the third. And let it just guide you. Let's just guide you to what you feel guided to choose, and just see what you feel drawn towards the most. If you do end up with two groups, that's also totally okay. There are no rules when it comes to that. I think overall, I'm just gonna tune in. I'm really gonna channel the messages for the collective, and I hope that it brings you guys some clarity, some guidance. Maybe you have a certain question, then try to focus on that while you try and let your intuition guide you towards one of the decks, or maybe two. All right, let's just take a couple deep breaths. There's this feeling of peace that I'm getting. So I really do hope that I can transcend that energy towards you guys. I'm just getting a sense of rest and inner peace that I'm feeling. So maybe that's something that I'm meant to sort of channel through these messages today for you guys. I really hope that's the case. Let me just see. Oh, yes, Jasmine, I do. I do. I just have Kayla on my list for now. I'm gonna check PayPal after I finish the pick a card readings, and I definitely have space for you. Oh, Revender is here. Hey, how you doing? It's been a while. I've been good. I've been alright. You know, good ups and interesting downs, but you know. But I'm good now. I'm good. Oh, hey girl, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right. You guys are just right on time because I haven't started to pick a card reading yet, but I'm about to jump in. So I'm just gonna keep reminding you guys during this live, like drink your water. Yes, I know, Neelam. I know. So good to see you. All right, you guys. Let's begin. Let's see what this has to bring us. Let's begin with the first group for today. Ooh, you guys are starting off with the sun energy. The beautiful sun card. So something that was either in the dark or something you were waiting for to receive is now actually starting to show itself in your life. So let's see what else we got for group number one. Four of thought. That's that energy that I was feeling just now. Hope. Wow. You and your loved ones are safe, and you have Diana coming through as well. Not dirty Diana, but she definitely has her eye on the prize. All right, so first and foremost, I think what I'm getting with this instantly is this energy of after the rain comes sunshine, but also no rain, no rainbows, right? And I feel like this is just this through this storm, there's this calmness. Through this rain, there is sunshine. Through this, I heard something else, but I'm not gonna say it because that sounds weird. But anyway, it's like when you walk uphill and uphill and uphill, at one point you're so focused on the next step that you're not even, sometimes aware of how high you've already climbed this mountain, and that you are actually right on the top, and you're actually about to see the sunrise and catch you in the eye, and you're about to actually witness this insane beautiful view, and this feeling of I wasn't even focused on a destination anymore or getting on top of this mountain. I kind of was just really, focusing on the next step and next step and next step. And then you have this moment of like, like in awe, and you're there. And that's an energy that I'm sensing for group number one. So I don't know if you guys are actually putting your head down. You've been trying to get something off the ground, but trying to get through a situation, release a situation, heal from a situation, overcome something in your life. And I feel like they're giving you this energy of like you're almost there. You are definitely on the right track. You are like keep going. You got this. We got you. That's what I'm hearing. You got this. We got you. So the bluebird is here, and it says, or it sings maybe, your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, bringing you prosperity, and bringing you success. You garner the recognition for your accomplishments you so richly deserve. And I think that by itself, that word deserve, is a very important keyword for this reading. It's when you are starting to feel, I deserve more, I deserve better. And you start to actually provide those things in those situations for yourself because you believe. that you deserve more. You believe that you deserve to succeed. You believe that you deserve to reap the rewards of the work that you've been putting in. And that's something I'm really feeling, because you guys have this focus and tension and letting you know, like, you will make your mark. Keep focusing on the things that matter. Keep seeing, one thing at a time, one step at a time, one thing at a time. And that by itself is very, very important. They're also letting you know, 4 of thought, spend time in nature, listening for guidance from your angels and your inner voice. Because overanalyzing the situation won't provide the answer you are seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. All right, so that by itself is really, a message on its own, letting you know, even though you are a go-getter, even though you maybe are focusing on getting yourself from this situation to the next, still it's important to say, I'm taking a day off, I'm doing something nice, I'm going to a wellness center, I am going to take a small vacation, I'm doing this getaway, like something like that. Understand that it's, even if you are in that, like I said, go-getter phase, then still it's important to keep that balance going. They're also letting you know you and your loved ones are safe and love is yours, with this hope card, like love is yours. Recognize your divine word, choosing loving thoughts. I feel like this is really interconnected, because especially of this Cancerian energy and Cancerian card, it's like, if we won't protect them, who will? Like, if we won't do it, who will? I need to, it's like, provide that, but understand that even if you choose yourself, like a Cancer can, sometimes self-sacrifice themselves in order to provide, to nurture, and they will give an arm, they will give an arm, literally. So the thing is with that, it's like, understand that even if you take a break, even if you take that space for yourself, then still your loved ones are safe. Still, your loved ones will be provided for. So the world will keep on turning, even if you take that day off, even if you do something nice for yourself, right? So that's something that I feel very strongly. Yeah, definitely. Also with Diana, what I said is that the focus intention, that by itself is the main message for you guys. Like, get that balance going. Understand the importance of that, and understand that if you give yourself the day off, it's not you're slacking. It's not like you're not on point. It's like letting the universe know, I am deserving on this piece, and I'm deserving on the rewards I'm receiving from the work I'm putting in. So it's like really that level of communication and a level of manifestation that's getting you those results, because they're literally telling you, like, go outside in nature, listen, meditate, take a break, take a small vacation, it's okay. So that by itself is like a little bit less harshness, less hard on yourself. So that's what I'm getting for group number 1. I'm gonna move on to group number 2. All right, let me see, because oh, all right, one sec, here we go. I was like, what happened to my rainforest? But it actually, it was the end of the video. The video lasts 10 hours. But no, we reached the end. Exactly. Even if you think there's no ending to a video, there isn't an ending, okay, to a situation sometimes. All right, let me just check the chat. The moon energy has been intense. One sec. Yes, it has been lingering. This last eclipse definitely has been lingering. But I'm glad that you are also allowing that space for that good frequency to come in for you, Revener. I think that's really good. All right, let's move on with group number 2 for the people who chose this one. Ooh, the first card, you guys have prosperity. Love that energy for you guys. You see, they are pouring abundance onto you. Let's see. The universe is pouring its abundance onto you. Be open to receive. Let's see what they have to say about that. They say your dreams need a practical plan. Your dreams need a practical plan. Ascension. Move into your true self. Healer of abundance is here. And then you actually have the hummingbird tree of summer. Look how beautiful. I love that. Love that card. Okay, so instantly what I'm sensing is this colorful energy is coming through for you guys. It's like it's bright, it's colorful. There's a lot of things going on in a lot of areas of your life. I feel like a lot of things need your attention at the same time, but at the same time, it's also giving you energy back. That's something that I'm seeing you guys moving in towards. They say move into, once again, like I said, move in towards, move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. That was it about. The color is about the light. The color is about the transcension. Yeah, transcending of your mindset, maybe, but also like the way you have this pattern going, right? Like sometimes we train our brain to look at all the possible things that could go wrong. So we are not surprised. We can't be, we can fail, or we don't get disappointed along the way. It's like all kinds of reasons why we train our brain in certain ways, regardless if it is serving us. First and foremost, when it comes to fear, it always tries to keep you safe in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes small, but at least safe. Sometimes in one corner, but at least it's predictable, right? So in order to grow, and they're asking you to like move beyond these limited beliefs, move beyond this way, and move into your true self. And it's easier said than done. It goes with true phases of like unlayering yourself. What is learned behavior? What is past life behavior? What is things that are true to your nature? And how to discover that about yourself along the way is also really an important part of it. So I'm seeing here that never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. Make you destined to succeed. I think that is a very important part, because they're saying your creativity and ability to be innovative, meaning that those are things that skills, talents, gifts you get born with. And those things will make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open minded and nurturing. Beautiful. All right. With the same blue energy, the hummingbird is saying to you, you have an exciting reading. Sorry, you have an exciting reading reason. They say reading, but it's reason to celebrate, such as an engagement, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. Remember to cherish those you love. To cherish those you love. And I feel like there's an energy shift. Guys may have tried to, I feel like a little bit connection to group number one as well when it comes to that. Like sometimes we over protect out of so much love and so much nurturing, and just trying to protect it and shield it almost. But sometimes we end up suffocating it. And there's a fine line between those two. But understand that we sometimes do it with our dreams and goals and things like that as well. It's like wanting to succeed. For example, if you have like a big goal and dream in like your early 20s, it's good to, of course, have a goal and have a dream and invest time and energy there, because a lot of times that's time in your life where you have the time and space to really dive deep and to either get that education or do those internships or all of that. Like you have the time and space. Like I said, not all, but mainly. When actually that time is perfect to just try out a lot of different things by not feeling that you have to micromanage and focus in on that one thing, that one goal. Even though you can, I'm just saying that even if you are venturing out a little here and you do an internship there, it can all manifest into you coming closer and coming a lot closer to actually exceeding on that thing that you want to exceed, because you're taking in all kinds of different experiences from different angles, and you're a much more all-rounded talent, an all-rounded person that can integrate and keep yourself safe, moving forward upon a journey of things you want to reach. And maybe a quality that you've learned from a bakery, you know, just an internship in like a bakery, or just getting some extra coins in a bakery, like actually maybe you pick on a skill there that actually down the line is very beneficial for something you want to reach that had nothing to do with bakery, but something you learned while you working there. Maybe some person was working there, will explain to you how this worked or that worked, like that had nothing to do with the bakery either, but because you ventured out, you're now capable of, bringing that in. So sometimes we're hard on ourselves, but understand that from all kinds of angles and all kinds of things, we can collect lessons and skills that we need, or they awaken up within us. Because some of you, like I said, you have a couple of talents that's just you were born with those gifts, but life experience can actually ignite those talents. It's like we are born with this rough diamond, and through life and through pressure, we actually start to let it shine, and we can actually notice them shining within us. So I'm definitely seeing that if you're willing to dream big, but also be practical about it at times, that is actually the key to success. Why is that word so hard today? I don't know. Because your dreams need a practical plan. That doesn't mean that you can be a dreamer. It doesn't mean that you can dream big or focus on something big. Doesn't mean you can have like a 10 or 20-year step plan in hand. Like, yes, but then at least it's something you work towards. So integrating that practical more into that dreamy, watery energy that you are, that you're not supposed to be out of completely, but to add a little bit of earth into that can make things expand, can make things grow and flourish, right? The earth can flourish without the water, but the water can't make anything flourish if it's only the water it nurtures. So it's all about adding ingredients in order to make something grow. Everything holds potential. Everything you went through, every person you've met, it all holds some level of value and potential in order to plant a seed and let it grow. But it's all about letting that expand. So either it's a way of you thinking, I just need to stick to this, I need to stick to this. So expanding, giving it some space, trying out something else. If it doesn't work, you can always come back to the way you're trying to make it work. That by itself is a really clear message when it comes to group number 2. Venture out, expand your interests, expand your social group, expand your love life. I'm not saying add like a third person, not saying that, but maybe you want to do some role playing, I don't know, or maybe do a double date with some friends. Like that's it. Like just expand that energy a little bit. Doesn't have to include another person, but it can definitely just getting outside the norm, trying something different, getting to know a different side to your partner. Or if you're single, then try something completely outside your dating zone, your comfort zone, but be safe, obviously. But there are many ways you can do, for example, a friend mixer. So it's not a romantic thing, but it's like friend mixes. You have them all over the place. It's actually a lot of fun. Well, I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know. Anyways, something like that. expanding. That's what I'm feeling. So maybe you always read a book at a same space. Maybe try, a library or something. Let's see, like if you've never been to a library to actually read a book, maybe sit there, read a book, see how that feels. Like just expanding your energy. You might end up talking to somebody about the same book, and then, you get a different aspect of something. You might get an idea. It's like it can come from many different sources. And it's important to understand that if you're opening up to new ways, you actually might succeed a lot quicker. Might expand a lot quicker than you might, expect. All right. I'm going to stop with this reading because I've been on this one for quite some time now because it's a very interesting one. I want to kind of keep going, but I have number 3 left to go. So, and a personal reading. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, Candace is here. Yes, surprise, surprise. Wasn't complete surprise because I did upload, you know, it on Instagram like early today for me. For you guys, maybe by nighttime. I don't know. Um, but thank you for joining in. I appreciate it a lot. All right, let me take a sip of water. All right. Group number 3. And I'm curious what they got going on for you guys. Ooh. Okay. So first card. Look at this. Okay. This is a very clear message. It's like some of you, there's some shyness around it. Okay. So I don't know. We're going to talk about this. It says fertility. So it says fertility. I'm going to continue with the cards and we'll don't talk about it. It says conclusions are within reach of full moon eclipse. Wow. Powerful message because we just had this one. We just had this full moon eclipse in Taurus happening. All right, then we have Master Buddha, increased awareness. Increased awareness. Helper of action. And we have the Nine of Winter. So, for some of you, and this may be for some people that watch this afterwards, for some of you, you are just simply, it's not simple, but I mean, like it's straight out there. Like you might be dealing with fertility issues, and it might be something that's really either you might be afraid of because you might be trying and it may not, be working out just yet. And I'm hearing like shy acts, meaning that the moment where you think it should be jumping, it's not, or it's jumping a little too early, or it's like it's a little bit of or it's not jumping at all, and there's just this feeling that I'm feeling around it, like wanting to just find the solution, just wanting to fix it, just wanting to like really be on a certain schedule when it's not on schedule is what I'm hearing. It's like it's off schedule. So I'm gonna leave that a little bit in the middle because I do want to make sure that I reach more people than just the ones who have fertility issues. And if you do and you do end up listening to this, and I'm really sorry because I can understand like how tough that is, and it is most definitely really hard situation to deal with, and it can definitely have a lot of toll on your body, so, your mental body, your physical body, but also like your spiritual body, and just overall it connects to your femininity and your feminine energy. But do not give up, and there are many 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 ways, and it's very important to rest and to first become in a balanced space with yourself when it comes to that, because it has a lot of effect on your hormones, like a lot. So, but I'm not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. I just have a lot of experience But at the same time, definitely, like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I really do hope that you guys will find the right person for you. Now let's just focus on the rest of this reading, because I feel like I got sort of sidetracked and I don't want to be insensitive about it at all, but I also don't want to make people feel like this is not my story. So it's hard. I'd rather do this during personal readings, but okay, let's just focus a little bit more general. I'm going to tune it for 1 sec. I feel for some of you, it might be time to really start something new while you're in the middle and you feel like, what do you mean something new? Like, I've got so many projects going on, I got so many things to do, and still you kind of are being guided to like try something different or try a different approach into something, because I say it is a perfect time for you to start a new project, to access new ideas, and to give birth to new conditions. So there might be this sense of newness, but I'm not saying that you should start new necessarily something outside of yourself. It all is about that newness within. It's almost like you have all these things going on and you've kind of been just showing up in a similar energy, like, you get this done and that done and this and that. But I'm sensing that the situation isn't new, you just showing up differently in this situation, and that what is bringing about all this newness and this change in everything that's going on around you and everything that you are connected to and have maybe responsibilities in. So that is something I'm feeling, because it's saying increased awareness. It's a deep connection and you're trusting your inner voice. I'm seeing you're not showing up out in like a form of like fear of, not delivering, fear of like failing. It's like, no, it's like this energy of like, I'm just following what I feel guided to do. Just feels good. Just I don't know why. I'm not asking too many questions. I just know I trust my God. I'm just gonna try it this way. I'm gonna show up in this way. So it's an energy shift of what you in how you show up, which brings about this newness and this change. So from this space, you might also feel ready to let go of a couple of things and actually commit to, something else or someone else. This is a very tough nut to crack, is what I'm hearing. I don't know. You guys just came a very, very long way. They're also letting you know, helper of action, you are blessed with many wonderful things to do. It will be great if you could take the time to make a plan first. This one is interconnect to reading number 2. If you can make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy. Follow your instincts and have fun. That's another thing I was missing out, right? I said you show up differently. More of like, trust my gut, go about this, but have fun with it. That's a very important ingredient, what they're showing me. That's why his fertility card also shows up with like the eggs and the basket and the bunnies. And it's just, make it fun. Just make it fun. How can you add more fun or lighthearted energy into this either very tough situation, and even into a very demanding or busy situation, or a very boring, maybe even situation? How can you bring more fun into it? More lighthearted spirit. All right. You or someone you meet is very self assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. All right, so that's definitely something that they wanted to let you know, because the opposite card that came with it was the Nine of Winter. It's like the Nine of Swords energy in the tarot. It says your worries and your fears are not real. They are fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you are afraid of. So stop worrying, let go of the fear, and everything will be okay. I find it a little short, this message, but they're letting you know that you can still show up, you can still do the work, you can still be careful and aware and all of these things, and yet trust your gut, and yet show up a little bit in a fear, a little bit less in fear, and a little bit less in like joy, and having fun with it a little bit more. If you can add a little bit of that, those seeds will start to grow. The conclusions are within reach. So I'm feeling by itself, just because it's not completely illuminated doesn't mean that the light is not starting to shine and things aren't about to show themselves. That's the same thing with the eclipse, right? The eclipse, the moon kind of disappears and it comes back. So that's what I'm feeling. You guys are on the way back towards the light. But you're gonna have to trust. And while you're waiting and all of that, just fill in that time and that space with something that brings about fun and lighthearted energy, because that's just what is very, very important for group number 3. How can you bring a little bit more fun into your world, into your life? How can you show up differently, even if you can't change the situations? How can you change your surrounding by making it more comfortable in the energy that you show up in? All right. Once again, this was a very tough one, but I think overall the group number 3 are just dealing with like a little bit more. I'm hearing delicate issues, but also just more complicated. But then still, no matter how complicated life gets, there's always the power that you have. That's your free will. That's your free will. So, all right. I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys, got something out of this collective reading. I really, really enjoyed doing it. Oh, I love that, Cobus. I love that. Yes. I know people who love like games and stuff like that. I also actually got like a game, because I'm not a big gamer or playing games and things like that. But there's this music game that I got recently as a gift, and I actually love that game because it really takes you back to like all kinds of music. Like I love music from the 50s and the 60s. Definitely the 50s, big fan. But you just have like a lot of hits and things like that, but you can play with anyone. You can play with like with your grandmother if she's still here, obviously, or with your older family members, younger family members. For everyone, there's something in there, and I really, really enjoy that. And it just brings people together. It changes up the frequency. Yeah, love, definitely. It's the classics. But also love that instantly when there's like music from the 80s, you can hear it. I always know like, oh, I hear a synthesizer that cannot be before the 70s. Like, you can just hear it. It's like, here we go with the synthesizers again. Anyways, no, not trying to ramble too much. But I love that. It can bring like a little bit of new energy. As long as you're not escaping, but you can definitely like take a break mentally and spiritually. I love when I get to do things in my free time, doesn't matter what, that can make me completely forget about time. Then I know I'm in a moment, because like it could be like 3 hours later or 20 minutes. Like I completely lost track of time, and those feelings, enjoy feeling that with things, activities, right? I think that by itself has a meaning of being in a moment. I'm sorry, I don't know if my drinking sounds are really loud on the mic. That's a ick for me. Sorry. Yes. You actually have like an old MTV. I think it's like, I don't know if it's an MTV, not like the MTV, but you have different, you know, music stations from that. They kept the 80s, and that was like a whole day through. They just played like movie, sorry, video clips from the 80s. It's crazy. It helps me with the game though. It's cool though. 80s baby, right? Right. Let me see. I don't know if Kayla's here. I haven't seen her in the chat. Yes. Oh, you had the box as well. I don't know if you guys, if you had a, like, if it was international. I think it was international, like the box, and then they played like hip hop music and R&B music like all day long. That's like early 2000s. And you could actually, because it was before YouTube and all the streaming platform, you can actually call, and then they would play that video clip for you. Man, let's just say there was a lot of Missy Elliott in those days. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna tune in real quick. Well, PayPal and stuff. All right. Let me see. I have Jasmine. Add your name to the list. I don't know if is Kayla already, if Kayla is, capable of showing up. Otherwise, I'll just do it offline for her. Thank you so much, Cobus. Thank you just in general. I really, really appreciate you as part of the Soul Fam. And have a beautiful weekend yourself and enjoy your new game. I guess you're gonna play a new game. All right, Jasmine. And then I have Candace. Thank you so much, Candace. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Jasmine, if you could send me your question in the chat, then I'll start off with your reading. Hopefully Kayla shows up, and otherwise we'll do that offline. Yes, and after that, it's Candace. Thank you. It's always good to see the Aquarius, It's like a true Aquarius. Okay. Jasmine, are you with us? Let me see. Maybe you already sent me your question. I don't know. Let me just scroll back up. No, not yet. I hope you are here. And otherwise, Candace, could you already send me your question? Then I at least have it in here. All right, there it is. All right. Are you currently are you currently seeing each other? Are you currently like seriously dating? Oh, that question, Candace. Should I not be communicating? Are you answering your own question? No, of course I'm gonna tune into that more seriously, but it just I'm always nice, you know. But I'm honest. But I'm nice about it. All right. Yeah, because I felt a little bit of like in between energies. That's why I just quickly wanted to ask and clarify it for you. Okay, so are you having a hard time communicating, setting boundaries? Maybe not sure about it. I'm already channeling a little bit. I know I'm looking like I'm really busy, but I'm sort of. I'm sorry, Candice. I'm first focusing on Jasmine's reading. After that, definitely get to yours. Let me see if I can make this page a little bit bigger. I think 2024 is going to be the year. I'm going to get myself some glasses to read in the nighttime, okay? Let's not overdo it. Okay, let's see. Take off this ring. I'm really feeling like you are subconsciously with the tarot card already out. Like you're on a subconscious level trying to work through a couple of things. And definitely in this moment in time, you know, especially with this eclipse season and everything, like it's not crazy to on a subconscious level work through things, and that manifesting into, you know, having dreams like that doesn't always instigate that that is what you kind of want. But I do feel that there is just this aspect and this side that you like unresolved energy, and I feel like as your son is like growing up, and obviously, you know, you guys are still connected and will always in some way shape or form be connected through your son. And I think it's only really healthy to have a form of communication in the form of like friendship or anything, and either to stay in communication because you are, you know, both raising this child together. It is can be really confusing sometimes at the same time, because normally when you don't share children at one point, you just kind of move forward and you meet maybe a new partner, and it's like you kind of just move on with your life. But finding the right balance between you and that partner that used to be your romantic partner and your person, and now no longer is like your person but is the person that you know you share child with, which is you know, one of the most important things in your life, and you share that with one another. So I kind of feel like it's taking on new forms, but at the same time you're also like just as confused about it as sort of this tower energy. So maybe there was like an abrupt ending, because I feel like you had a lot of different hopes for this situation, but then things happen, things change, and then you had to kind of just ease into this the new normal is what I'm hearing. But it wasn't necessarily the thing that you saw or that you wanted in this way. You like, you know, back in the days when you were in this relationship, I feel like maybe there was like a, I don't know if it was an engagement ring, but it's more like a promise ring. But maybe it was more of like the ceremony of a promise ring. So maybe there wasn't even really a ring involved, but it was like undoing yourself of what you thought it would be versus what it became, and then accepting what it is as is now. So that's what I'm feeling like. You really are definitely going through that, you know, subconscious level of healing and work. Three of Pentacles. So I'm sensing that you guys are good at working together as a team in, like, you know, co-parenting and things like that. Yeah, with the Lovers here as well. It's like, even if you are not in a connection, you guys are energetically connecting. Interesting. With the Ten of Swords and the Sun card. I feel like if you could, you would share more things with him. And that's something that you maybe have to, you know, you had to get used to, that you just normally would share a lot more. And now, you know, you share just not everything like you used to, because obviously, you know, that's the new situation. But that's something that I feel like behind the scenes I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into that. I don't want to, like, always try to be very respectful of, like, how you are feeling, because, like, you already know how you're feeling, and I don't want to put everything out there, you know. But I just feel like you're very strong. You're very good at, like, showing up in the world and, you know, being there for people and all of that. But at the same time, it's like, who is there for you? This is something that I feel. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that by itself that takes time to undo yourself that. And it's one of the best things, you know, when you're like, you feel like it's your best friend, like your partner is your best friend, and your partner and your lover and you ride or die and things like that. But the friend part is actually what hurts the most, because you wouldn't just easily let go of a friendship. But yeah, that's the thing. You see, like, the message is very clear. You have two Ten of Swords cards in this deck, and you got them both, and they're sandwiching basically the sun. So it's like out there, like out in the world, and you would show up and all of that, but it's like below the surface, you know. I feel like maybe not in you know, in necessarily in the sense of that you need that from him, but I do think that it's important for you to either, like, you know, just express yourself. And I feel like that by itself brings about, because you have a lot, maybe, you know, I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but things you keep to yourself. And like I said, normally you would share that with him back in the days, but now you don't. Well, at least not oversharing that way. And then in your dreams, it kind of subconsciously get worked through and it uses him, puts him as sort of an example. Brian, I am not using Super Chat at the moment. Well, it is available, but I 100% prefer PayPal because of, YouTube and Super Chat and stuff like that. I don't know if you have PayPal. All right, so that's something that I'm feeling. Okay, so that's one of the reasons maybe why it shows up in that way. But just so you know, like, they're letting you know, like, you are definitely ending out a cycle, but you're feeling sometimes that it is first gets worse before it gets better. And it's like working through it, feeling those emotions. Yeah, the Chariot, definitely. We have like a major jumper. I don't even know if I can get to it, to be honest. Okay, one sec. Okay, I got it. I had to like stretch my leg and everything, girl. Okay, you see? Who's jumping off the table? Five of Swords. That's a thing that's out of nowhere. The surprise element is this Five of Swords energy. So how to have victory over the Chariot is to understand that getting things off your chest is healthy. And that's just something that I want to, put with you in whatever way, shape, or form you think could help you right? And for everybody it's different. But to get things off your chest, to have the conversation maybe you do need to have, either if it's writing a letter or going to see a therapist, or you don't have to go like 10 times. You can just like go 1 or 2 times and really just get everything off your chest. Or maybe the person that, you know, you trust in any way, shape, or form. Could even be in anonymous ways, but getting things off your chest and being really honest about it and how things make you feel and things like that, instead of giving it like 50% of that because you don't want to ruin what you got going, or you don't want to, hurt other people or whatever. Like, I feel like you hold on to a lot in order to protect, or keep the peace or keep the balance going. And you deserve to get things off your chest. You deserve to be heard. You deserve, like, heard in the sense of like when you speak, people should listen, or need, at least the space should be there. And you need to take that space in order to receive it sometimes. And that's a form of the universe, teaching you that. Instead of it just all of a sudden coming out and people are super shocked about it, it's like, wait a minute, thought you were fine. Well, what is this, And then sometimes we end up being the bad guy because all of a sudden we like blow up, right? So finding a more healthier way to sort of express ourselves, regulate our emotions, understanding what's going on with ourselves, subconscious, instead of it just showing up in our dreams, or manifesting in certain ways, where it's not beneficial, and it also really is not constructive in the end of the day. So you're a very strong cookie, like you're strong AF, and that's a beautiful thing to possess, but you don't have to prove it all the time by not being able to be vulnerable, or holding everything, or carrying everything by yourself, or keeping the peace, or things like that. So you deserve some space. It's something that I'm feeling very strongly about. So death. Yup. It's time. That's, like I said, you're going through that phase where you are subconsciously getting to a lot. Yeah. We're like left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles. This wasn't what you expected. That's okay. That is okay, to be honest. The Emperor, the Pentacles, the World. Yep. This journey that you are on, and you're getting more comfortable with being vulnerable with yourself first and foremost. You're getting more comfortable with your feminine energy. You're getting more comfortable with understanding that it's okay to be more selective. That's what I'm hearing. Selective about what you're willing to carry, and what you're willing to, no longer carry for other people in whatever shape or form. It just puts you in more, and you become more and more stronger, and more powerful, and more understanding that your feelings and your emotions actually empower you at the same time. It's your passion, it's your love, it's your heart. Like, you have a really big heart, and I just feel by itself like you're growing more into your own woman, is what I'm hearing. Like, you grow more into your own person and your personality and your own strength. And this journey will definitely get you, first and foremost, into a space with yourself where you start believing in yourself on a different level. And that changes everything around you. Being a mother of a son is definitely an empowering experience, but it's a journey. We don't just start off feeling that way. Sometimes we do fall off, and it's okay. Like, you're perfectly imperfect, So I'm definitely seeing that you are going through that, Yeah, I know. Senses some Earth energy, but also some Scorpio energy. I don't know where that is coming from, but that's something I'm sensing. But yeah, that's tough, So definitely are going to bring in some peace. Yeah, so that's the thing, you know, it's the journey by itself. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely does the job as well, you know, but like I said, that just puts you in a certain road, like put you on a certain road of like needing to like following that pathway basically, and it puts you in certain places in your life where you are being confronted with that, on like how strong you are, and you feel like you build that upon proving like the lesser amount of vulnerability you show, the stronger and higher you get. But actually you see that falling down from that actually is a lot more painful than if you carry yourself up with your vulnerability and it's right there with you. And you don't no need to hide from it because it's right there with you. So that's something I'm feeling. You're getting more comfortable with all sides and all aspects of yourself. And it becomes more important to you to feel good about where you're going, to feel good about where you are, to feel good about the relationships that you have in your life. All right, so definitely slow but steady. Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and then the Five of Wands. Yep, Page of Cups. So it's like, it's slow, but it's steady. You're working through these emotions. You're working through, like, for example, we invest time and energy, we have a certain outcome, or we want it to go somewhere, we expect things to go somewhere if we show up, if we do the work, and then it doesn't. And working through the level of disappointments of, I really wish it would be like this, or I really wish it didn't go that way, and then have to deal with that energy, give it a little bit more just to get that result. It's like you are removing yourself from that journey, and that takes time, that takes work, but I really do feel like you're on your way. You really are on your way, and what you're releasing is like your sun, and the sun, like standing in the sun, maybe even your sun. But to remove yourself from the sandwich energy of like the Ten of Swords energy. This is like coming out and just standing in the sun. Yes, I've been through this. Yes, this happened to me. Yes, I feel like this. Yes, sometimes I don't feel like I'm enough. Yes, I'm afraid of this, and it's okay because I'm not hiding anymore, right? It's like you're showing up. All of the sides, yes, that is me as well. But I'm also strong, and I'm also resilient, and I'm also a mother, and I'm also, a partner. Like, the things that touch you, the things that hurt you, don't make you any less stronger, don't make you any less you and capable. So you're becoming more comfortable with that side of yourself, which will help you in your dream state as well. It's a journey, right? It's a journey. So I hope that was helpful for you, Jasmine. I really hope so. I'm gonna pick one more oracle card for you. Let me just pick up Magical Spirit. This is a new deck that I got from my partner. It's a really beautiful deck. It's definitely on my list, but I didn't know it was already out, but it's a little surprise. That was very sweet. All right. I used it today for the first time in a personal reading, offline reading. So this is the first time on YouTube, I guess. You have number 39, The Alchemist. Beautiful. Wow. Is that a... Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to zoom in into it. I haven't filtered it out yet. We need to filter our cards these days, okay? So let me just, hold it like this. The Alchemist, empowerment, pain, and sources. And then the woman in the cup. See, it says, the cup says, I don't break that easy, not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. Wow. If that isn't like accurate AF, Jasmine. I'm gonna read some messages from the book that came with that. She says, I don't break that easy, not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. Ooh. Let me just clear out the table and pick up the book. Number 39. Okay. Here we go. Number 39. It says, of affirmation. I light the spark of power and strength within my heart. She says, I light the spark of power and strength within my heart. All right. Gaining of strength. Let's see. Heartbreak, challenges, trauma, being underestimated, failure. Why should we let these things keep us down? Instead of seeking to use them as opportunities to overcome, to make ourselves proud, to strengthen our minds, to become a higher human and learn from them. This is a path of the hero. Instead of letting the darkness win, the hero chooses to pursue the ultimate alchemy, turning pain into power. Not everyone is capable of this level of sorcery. For some, pain is very great and penetrates the darkness to the core of their being. Only soul and stubborn persistence can undo a curse like that. But the power does indeed exist within all of us. A hero can still grieve, fall into darkness, give up, fall again, lose hope, seek help, or honor their natural emotions. The difference is that they don't stay there in that darkness. Why would they? Why would they come out of it? What good would that do the hero or anyone else? So they keep trying, they persist. They light up the darkness within the heart again, even if a little by little, bit by bit, with the magic of fate and sometimes the aid of others. They choose to fight on for the light of the world, refusing to let the dark side win and become more powerful. This is how we change the world. Healing ourselves heals others, which heals the soul of the world. At the end of the day, finding meaning in what happens and having a purpose is an unbelievable, empowering experience. This is what fuels our power. This is a love spell that we cast upon our own hearts. It is healing. There is a big difference between having self compassion and endlessly feeling sorry for ourselves. Falling into the bottomless pit of victimhood is to become the soul that is lost in a place where no light can reach, no tree can grow. Wow, if that card isn't accurate. A beautiful card. Like I said, I don't have to stack very long yet, so I haven't typed into this message that deep yet. But thank you for picking that card, Jasmine. Your energy brought us there, and I think it was a message in there for all of us, some way, shape, or form. So thank you. All right. Up next, I'm going to do Candace reading. Hi, Fearless. How are you? Leslie. Oh, really? You guys are all just on a similar energy, right? Well, it's good, Candace, that you showed up then, you know, while I was doing the reading for Jasmine. I think that that is just really good. Let's just, you know, tune in. Oh, I'm doing well as well. Thank you for asking. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna pick up a different deck. Here we go. Oh, I love that. I'm just quickly gonna double check something. One sec. Okay. I have to put in the charger for now. Hope it's working. Okay, let's tune in. For Candace, let's see. Oh, you have the Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Ay, ay, ay. No, like your mind, you know, that's the situation. Like your mind knows and knows not all that well, but in the moment, it just makes you feel so good, you know? That's an energy I'm feeling. So, I'm hearing you already know. You already know. But let's just get a couple of more cards for you, Candace. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm feeling like it's just a cycle, you know, and we can really hyper focus on just a moment. And like I said, the Ace of Cups in between all of the energy that I'm having here on my desk, which is like the Knight of Swords, but then the Devil, and we have the Four of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. And it's like, you know, that it's the vision, you know, it's the hopes or the vision that you have for something that it has the potential, but it's like the potential. So it's a potential that keeps you a little bit stuck and stagnant. So let me just tune in for one moment. What I really feel when it comes to like this is like a situation where you are right now, you know, the sort of the level that you've reached up, you know, when it comes to like this current situation, and you know, maybe connected to your ex in that way, shape, or form, but just overall like connecting with someone, and you know, opening up your heart and all of those things. I feel like it's a whole lot of things we kind of just want to, what I feel, and that's the thing, is an engine I'm feeling, okay? Deep down inside, a side of you wants to get rid of it. I just kind of want to get rid of all these cards. I just like, yes, it's a similar thing. And in the middle of the chaos, there is some, you know, quick moving energy, and it kind of lights something up within you, but it's also not exactly what you want. But it holds the potential to maybe once become something that you might want or not want, or, you know, you kind of already try. But then again, you know, if not him, then who? And it's like, it's a lot of mental energy going on, because this Ace of Cups is sort of, you know, just adding all this, sparkling all this extra sauce to something that is just not that good. But the sauce is good, but it's not that good. So that's what I'm feeling. So, like you already said, maybe we sort of just focus on, because you felt really connected to what I was talking about with Jasmine as well. So I think that that by itself says enough. I'm finding it back in your reading as well. It's like it's not what you. What I feel overall, what you're breaking cycles with is how much energy you invest versus the payout. And I feel that's something that kind of been looping on. Like you invest 8 and you get 1 back. You show up in this way. Yeah. You show up in this way, but it just doesn't, it's not equally returned. So really good at talking yourself back into the situation. Maybe I'm not looking at it from a right perspective. Maybe they're just going through a lot. Maybe this time it's different, like things like that. So that's what I'm feeling. And all I want to do is kind of just get rid of all this. Once again, I want to clear the table. So that's the thing. You are starting with a clean slate. But sometimes we do need to look back. We do need to be in communication for a little bit. We do need to see like, oh yes, this is the truth. Oh yes, I've now I see like I've kind of been romanticizing the past, or I've been seeing you in a different light again, or things like that. And it's beautiful in order to be able to do that by itself. But this is a new world, and this is a new phase, a new beginning. So sometimes in order to have this new beginning, we need to be conscious and aware of what do we want to bring along and what no longer serves us, and why didn't it serve us, and how is it holding us back, and how is it making us feel not enough, and why do we feel like it's not giving us what we deserve, and all of that. Becoming conscious and aware of what that holds and what that means is a really important part of beginning new and beginning fresh and letting it go and staying on that journey and not going back, because you know what you leave behind, so you also know what you're ready for. Definitely. Definitely, Candace. Of course you do. We have the King of Swords, the High Priestess, the Three of Swords. It's like just because, all right, you see, there's a saying. I don't know if that's a saying in the entire world. It's just a national saying from my, native language. It's like porcelain. So you have porcelain. I don't know if that's is that the right translation? The porcelain is like very expensive glass. Just very expensive glass, and people like to put them in glass closets. So that I have this very expensive glass inside another glass closet, or a closet of glass, so it's see-through, and then you look at this expensive glass, you're like just sort of looking at it, right, with all this light, and you have like special lights going in because this expensive glass holds a lot of value. And so basically we invite an entire elephant, yes, an elephant into this glass closet. Okay. By now, I'm definitely sure this is a national saying because I don't think the rest of the world has adopted to this one. But I'm taking you guys on a journey. Well, Candace, first and foremost, but I'm taking everyone who's here on this journey with us, It's like, so this is, right? We are finding this elephant in. No matter how much and how hard this elephant is like trying to be, not break anything, it's about to happen. Stuff, expensive glass is gonna get broken in that glass closet, because in a see-through closet, right? Because you're not supposed to invite an elephant into it. Something's gonna get broken, even if the elephant's really nice about it. But and just because we have amazing super glue and we can like glue it all back together, first and foremost, still gonna see the cracks, right? But second of all, We do not need to invite elephants into our, you know, glass, see-through, expensive glass closet. I'm gonna just call it that, expensive glass closet. And that's the thing. A lot of times, people with a big hearts and forgiving hearts, loving hearts, and sensitivity and empathy and compassion and all of this energy, like hearts, like Candace has. We invite elephants into the closet all the time. We don't need to. But just because we have amazing super glue, we think up, we can come like, you know, it's fine because I have glue, so it's fine. Like if something is broken, it's fine, but there's no need for that element to be invited in. And some people are elements. They don't mean to hurt you. They don't mean to walk all over your feelings. They don't mean to make you feel unseen or unheard or understood or misunderstood. They're really trying really hard not to break anything in your expensive glass closet. But it's just not a match, right? They're perfectly fine outside the closet. And they can just come by, right? Some people are not meant to touch us on such a deep level. And that's just what it comes with being such beautiful, expensive glass, right? This is what I'm seeing here. This person has no business around the sense, the empath level of the high priestess, because what happens is this, right? It's like it's a Three of Swords. And not because the intention is to hurt us. And because the intention of the elephant is not to break anything, the super glue will do for now. And that's what I'm seeing, I don't know if this makes any sense. I wasn't reading any comments either. I was just like in my head. I was on this journey, so I'm glad. Yes, bull in a china shop. I mean, that will work too. That will work too. So it is kind of international, but everybody has its own firm, I guess. Yes, that's the thing. Like I said, it's not always their intention. Some people are just really not a match. And that doesn't mean that anybody in a situation is necessarily doing something wrong, but you're allowed to be hurt even if somebody didn't intend to hurt you, and to be able to like not put a band-aid on it, but allow it to heal over time instead of hiding that it was broken in the first place, is a way of coping with that and dealing with that, and just overall appreciating your own sensitivity. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, for that elephant, there's probably a great person out there with something available that elephants enjoy and they can break, and then, they can come, and shine the light bright over there. And, also don't invite the cats in, because they're really going to break something too, just because they feel like it. Just kidding. They would be like, whoop, That's what happens. But it's also see-through. That's the thing. All right. Let's see. What else? I'm going to pick up an oracle card for you, Candace. No. And I love cats, but I will not invite them. I love cats. I have cats around me everywhere. I swear. I have not a lot of places I know, like people in my life that do not own or have cats. I love all animals though. Alright. Be proud. Be proud. Exactly. Celebrate who you are. Be proud. So it says, it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved and all that you are and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it is very important to stop and to acknowledge that what you've achieved so far is amazing, and that you can be proud of yourself in the here and the now. and I'm moving forward, right? There will be new moments and new things to be proud of. But the thing is that the proudness is like really like show that, right? Celebrate yourself. Ground yourself is an important energy as well. And then we have stand your ground. Stand your ground. So first, in order to stand our ground, to feel proud, to have boundaries, we first need to ground ourselves in order to stand the ground that we. So first we claim that space, and we become one with that space, and then we speak, right? Because I feel like almost like this energy is coming out of this person. First we have to ground ourselves into it in order to speak from it, in order to protect it, right? In order to shine from it and people see us in that light. So it's just understanding the importance to reconnect with a part of yourself. If you're giving into energies like this, that's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's not like, oh, you got, you got catched again. Like, you know, they just masked themselves as something else while they were knocking on your door. It's like, no, it's just when we are ungrounded. Sometimes we also are unaware of our signals that we send out to the world. Like sometimes we're just unaware, and that by itself comes with certain lessons, and so it can also show us that, and we're like, ooh, let me just ground myself, make sure that I'm aware of what energy I'm in and what I'm nurturing myself in and allowing myself to, take in basically. So, are you open to receive anything else right now? I'm not sure if you're there yet, but I am seeing that you're moving towards it. It's because you're still a little bit stuck in thinking and romanticizing what this could be. It's like the possibility, right? It's like, yes, it wasn't that, but it had it has a lot of potential. So, and that sometimes gets you. But I'm seeing that you are definitely on the right track. It's just a journey by itself. But you know, you don't even really need to like ask me or anyone else or whatever, because you kind of already know. But in order to trust that and to really lean on that, it's sometimes hard, Candace. It is. Really is hard, but not impossible. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence building experience, an action to take from time to time. Now is a moment when you need to stand your ground. You know that you can do it. And you know that by doing so, you will be the victor with the beautiful strength card. You got this. Look at that sun. It's like, phew, it's like bright in your eyes. I don't know. I know what I'm about. All this with the King of Wands as well. It's like all these sound effects today, man. Girl. All right. I hope that this was helpful for you, Candace. I really truly appreciate you letting me read for you. I just hope overall that for some of us sometimes there's a different message. Like for example with Candace as well, like she felt really connected to a message I gave, that came through for Jasmine. So that's always advice. Like if you are willing to like stay on and tune in, and there might be some messages for you guys in it as well. I think that card that we got for Jasmine in general and messages right now we got for Candace, I think sometimes there's just something there that just clicks, and it was supposed to find you even if it wasn't your personal reading. Sometimes just universe works in mysterious ways. You're welcome, Candace. I do really hope, like I said, I hope it's helpful. Like, you definitely are on the right track, but I think that trust how things make you feel. That's a really most important thing. Like, trust how it makes you feel. Well, thank you. For me, it's just really important that it does, because that's just something I really want. Like I want you guys, you know, to for it to be helpful, obviously. Let me just quickly double check this. I have not seen Kayla just yet in the comments. Have anyone seen Kayla? Well, so I'll just contact her. Oh, Leslie! I now see your thing. Ooh, that's a tough one. Leslie, are you here in the chat right now? Yes, I do see you. All right, Leslie is the last one for tonight. And let me just quickly tune in. Then I'm going to close out this live stream. Maybe there's a little bit of a delay. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see. Leslie, if you could let me know if you're in the chat right now. I'm gonna start doing your reading. Yes, all right, awesome. Okay, so your question is a little tough because twin flames by itself is very, very personal, and it's something that only actually you and your, you know, if you do end up having actually a twin flame, then you kind of only the two of you can feel that frequency. So I can sense it in like if it's a strong bond or not, but I'm going to keep that a little bit in the middle if you don't mind, because it's just, you know, certain readers are really, really focused on that, but I think by itself, whether it's a twin flame or not, it's just, it's a soul to soul connection. And I'm just, you know, I'm curious about that more, so for me. Okay, good. I'm just gonna see, because at this moment in time, you're like not communicating with anyone or like not really seriously dating anyone at this moment in time, Leslie. So that's the energy I'm sensing. I feel like, yes, that Queen of Cups, but also like that Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing like Wheel of Fortune, like it's turning, like the tides are turning. That's why I was like, I don't know if that's your, you know, just something taking a 180 turn on you. I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay. Well, that's coming up then. I do definitely feel like a change is happening when it comes to that. Have you ever been in how you call that? Like, what's the name of that? Like, you know, I don't know if you guys know, like a London Eye, like you have this thing that goes up, 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 and like, you know, it goes in rounding. What's the Ferris wheel? Ferris wheel is what I'm hearing. The Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. But just say really quickly, like maybe it's like, yeah, it's like, what's the connection to that? Feeling like if there's a connection to that, like, is that something that you, do you love heights? Do you like not enjoy heights at all? Is there a story behind it? Like, I don't know why that shows up so strongly. Okay, here we go. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Death card. Okay, so definitely. All right, so what I am seeing, Two of Cups, bottom of the deck. What I am seeing is that you are still right now on a strong individual path, like on a path that you're meant to walk in this way, like in your own individual sense of self, because you're growing in all kinds of areas of your life. You have goals, you have dreams, you have wishes, and your heart is really in it. Like you want to do things from the heart. And the moment where you kind of venture off that path, it just feels off. You don't feel good, you don't have energy, you just, you're not feeling right. So it is important that you strengthen that bond with your heart, with your sense of self, in a strong way, not like a selfish way, because, it's not, what I'm trying to say either. It's just like it's very in that independent sense of self, understanding your needs, understanding your wants, understanding what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, and things like that, you know. So that's the thing. It's like Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the transformation. It's like all these areas and bringing it together is what I'm feeling. So understand that there's no rush in making this, party of one, become a party of two, and maybe become a party of six. I don't know. How many little ones went into that mix. But all I'm saying is that what I'm feeling is that don't rush this phase of your life. Because it's getting you a lot. It's getting you a lot of tools, it's getting you a lot of insights, and it also gives you the ability to really attract a equal partner and a healthy partner is what I'm seeing. Because I feel overall when it comes to love and relationships, or either it's liking someone or starting to date someone, getting to know people, it's like for your heart to sort of stay in balance. And what I see you attract is a lot of similar energy. There are a lot of like, for example, if you're very dominant, they're kind of dominant. It's like you're submissive, they're submissive. It's like you're mirroring each other, but not in a way where it actually enhances each other. It's almost like it enhances each other on the, like, plus and plus. You can't put those together, like, two magnets look like the same. It just kind of bounces off, and that's kind of what I'm feeling in your surroundings. That's why I kind of had to laugh a little bit, because I felt like, oh, you're like retreating, then I'm retreating too. Oh, you're showing up with a sword, then I'm gonna show up. Oh, you're doing this, then I'm doing that. So that's something that I feel like you're moving away from. Like once you're really opening up your heart, you've also met yourself at a deeper level. So like I said, don't rush this individual journey, because it's a beautiful one, and you really are getting to like some core things, like the High Priestess level and the Magician and Six of Cups. You're able to really make a child wish dream come true. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're capable of making it happen. What I'm hearing, not like someone coming in, sweeping off your feet, saving you, riding off into the sunset, making it happen for you. You're making it happen for you, but you making it happen. And also by working on yourself and doing that and following your heart and strengthening your bond in that way, that's 100% sure gets you the ability, puts you in a space, like, and gives you the ability to attract that healthy long life partnership. Because I do feel that that's the next phase of your life. But it's like when you least expect it, when you're like not even really looking for it, even though you're not really completely looking right now either. I'm just sensing that. I just feel like you've tried, but then, like, it's just this energy. It's just not been the right people. But it's been the right people to teach you the right things. But not like that long lasting life partner. Queen of Swords. We're collecting all the queens out here. Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Four of Cups. King of Swords in reverse. There he is, the Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Cups with the King of Wands. And the 9. I'd like to take that one as well. Thank you. The King of Wands with the 9 of Cups and then the Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing like slowly but surely you're getting through all the elements. Like you're gaining a lot of, like I said, you go from the... I'm going to put it down just a little bit because that's working. Yes. Otherwise you can't even see the cards. Here we go. We started with the 2 Queens. And we have the Death moving High Priestess. Another like high energy, which is the Magician. Then we move on to the Empress. Sorry, the Empress energy. Where she's at. It's almost like the Empress is showing up in the Strength cards. Kind of always what I feel. Like kind of in connection because the cards look a lot alike. But it's like the energy of the Strength card with the Queen of Swords. Like Queen on Queen. Like high energy. That's what I'm saying. Like you're meant to really have this solid independent energy in this journey. Because your life partner will actually show up similar in their way. So I'm seeing that whatever, okay, for example, right? I'm going to give you also, we're going to take you on a journey. I'm going to take everyone on a journey. So basically, like you have this space, you go to eat, like, I don't know, you're on vacation and you're all inclusive, and then you enter this, the place where you go for food, and it's like a walking buffet. So you're like just getting food, whatever you want, and you're there for like, I don't know, 7 nights. So every night you kind of go there, and it's like, one person's like, ugh, I've seen all this food and I don't really, I don't really want to eat anything of this food tonight. And then it's just like you feel a little bit like about the food. But then maybe, when you show up that night, they all of a sudden open like 2 side doors, and there's like a whole nother buffet that is kind of available, And so your perspective on the food and the all-inclusive, food type of availability kind of all of a sudden open up, because you thought that this was all there was. But actually, if you open up the side doors, there was like this whole nother range and this whole nother level of food, and a lot better and better vegetables and fruits and things that you like to eat. And so that's a little bit of thing. When we go and we are not able to like have access to all the food, then sometimes we think that food by itself over there, is just that to offer, and that's something that we just don't want. Sometimes it's with love as well. But at one point, when we get to a certain space within ourselves, we're capable of having a lot, more access from a whole different buffet that is a lot more our taste and a lot better for us and much more nutrient and supporting and all of those things, right? Than we expected it to be. And sometimes that is also with, people and relationships and things like that. And so the work that you're doing, it's open up a whole nother world. That's what I said with the Ferris wheel, and then with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like a whole different world. So that's what I'm feeling like. A lot of different opportunities are becoming available to you. So do not settle. That's just what I wanted to say. Like, don't settle, Leslie, at this moment in time. That's what I'm feeling. All right, I'm gonna pick up one more card. Sorry, I was just quickly reading into the chat. No, don't settle. Just keep on investing into yourself. Peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Look at that. So beautiful. Very spiritual card as well. That's the grapes and the purple cloak. Past life. The situation involves your past life memories. And And then you have the art, express yourself through creative activities. So that could be something that's helping you as well. Beautiful. Again, tree feminine energy, very strong dominant in your reading. I love that. All right, so thank you so much for letting me read for you, Leslie. I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, just thank you. Thank you for everyone who listened. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Thank you for everyone who joined the live stream and maybe afterwards and, you know, decided to just keep on listening. I appreciate you all. And through all the elephants out there, it's not your fault. We still love you. Just, you know, don't jump in to our expensive glass closets, you know. It's okay. Anyways, I love you so much and have a beautiful weekend. I'll be back soon. And yeah, just thank you. Thank you guys. Mwah. Thank you. Bye.